Beterbiev's Russian. Obviously, there's quite a lot going on over there at the moment. Is that? I mean, has there anything been said around that?
Power since it was young, and it's more. It's not fast. It's just that raw strength. Just yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Right, let's talk about this because this is really interesting for the actually diehard boxing fans out here. They're going to find this really interesting. So you're out in Canada now, sparring with the Russian machine in Artur Beterbiev, which is a fantastic opportunity for you at this stage in your career. I think you'd agree. Straightforward question with you. Everybody makes out this guy is the Terminator in human form. Is this guy really the killer people are making out?
Pretty much, mate. Yeah, pretty much. That's why they've called me out to come and sparring. And there's not many that can handle him. So, you know, but yeah, he is, mate. Is the real deal, 100%. You know, yes. You look at his fights, you know, unified world champion, 19-0, 19 knockouts, the only world champion with 100% KO ratio. And like, I've never been hit by anyone as hard as him ever. And I've sparred like heavyweights, cruiserweights, you know, big light heavyweights, and yeah, he's the hardest puncher I've been in with, definitely.
So obviously, being a hard puncher could be a couple of different reasons why you could be a big puncher. Again, earlier on, like I say, being natural, you could have a fantastic technique, or you could just be naturally strong, or you know what? Why do you feel this guy is just like putting people away for fun?
I think it's just naturally strong, mate. I think that's all it is, really. Obviously, they might have done some training or whatever it is that he does, but if you look at him, even the amateur days, like he dropped Usyk as well as an amateur. I don't think not many people know that. He fought Usyk twice, beat him once, and dropped him, and they lost him the second time in the Olympics. But he's had power since he was young, and it's more. He's not fast. It's just that raw strength. Just yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
insane. I mean, he's such a big puncher. Very exciting, but very exciting fighter. So obviously, Callum Smith and Beterbiev are going to be fighting very, very soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got my own opinion on this, but I want to kind of reserve it because he's my countryman, and I'd like to ask you because you're more, let's say, more in the know right now. So, Callum Smith, Beterbiev, who wins it?
Beterbiev, I've got to say. Yeah, I don't see anyone beating him, to be honest, mate. Any like heavyweight beating him. I think the only person that could stand a chance is Bivol. I think he's the only person that can box as well as he's the only person that can box as well as they need to box to be able to fight him. That's as tough, and it's got all the attributes that I believe that you need to beat Beterbiev. I think Smith will give a good fight for maybe the first 6 rounds, but yeah, no. After watching the Canelo, depends what Callum Smith turns up as well. I think after watching the Canelo fight, you know, if he goes in like that again, you know, Beterbiev's going to get rid of him. So, but if he uses that range and his good boxing ability to his advantage, then it might do a bit better. But for me, I think Beterbiev will probably stop him late. But you know, like I said, normally I always, you know, try and support your own countrymen. You know, like
I get that
always. But yeah, I think obviously because I'm out here sparring him, and like I said, I've been in the ring with him. You know, I came out last year for 3 weeks. I came out again in January for another 3 weeks, and then I'm out here again for 3 weeks now. You know, nearly just over 2 months with him and his team, and I know how well his team work and how good they are. So I just can't see anyone beating him at the minute.
That's it. So obviously the Beterbiev is Russian. Obviously, there's quite a lot going on over there at the moment. Is that? I mean, has there anything been said around that in the camp or anything, or is that just business as usual?
Nothing at all, mate. Nothing's been said at all. Good. You know, he's Chechen, Russian. You know, but I believe he's a Canadian citizen, though. Obviously, he's Russian, but he's a Canadian citizen. So I believe that's the reason he's able to kind of box for certain titles, whereas Bivol isn't. But yeah, I believe he's a Canadian citizen at the minute. I think he's been here for about 13 years, maybe about 13 years of being here for. But yeah, nothing's been said in terms of that regards to Russia and stuff now.
which is good because you don't really want that hanging over you, I suppose, do you? It's been a real pleasure for bringing you on the show. You've been well thought of and well spoken, and I'm really excited. And if a team like Beterbiev can take a local lad from Yorkshire over to Canada, when you're 12-0 with 9 knockouts, I'm very, very excited for your future, mate.
Yeah,
and it's been a real pleasure. It's been an honor to have you on the show, mate.
That's the thing as well. It's like, if you think they could literally bring anyone in the world over, anyone, you know, and the thing is, I'm not even his weight either. I'm super middleweight, and there's people that came over last camp that are bigger than me, that they've not brought over this. They've got obviously different styles and stuff, but I presume they're going to ask me again in the future if he fights Bivol. But so yeah, I think a team like an elite world class team like that,
literally, yeah,
you know, it speaks volumes. So I don't even have to say too much. You know, it speaks volumes itself. How I do inspiring. If I were going inspiring and getting beat up and battered all over, they could just get a punch bag off the street to do that. So you know, it shows what I'm doing inspiring, and you know, I carry myself very well. So hopefully it continues. Yeah, there's a lot of big things to come.
We're really excited.